We're off to Gok's house for lunch today. Hiya.
Hello, can I do a birthday message before we start?
Yeah.
It's my nan's 96th birthday today.
Ah, happy
She's 96.
birthday.
Nanny Nash, I love you so, so much. And I wish I was with you, but I'm not, because I'm making Singapore noodles for the nation instead. But I love you very much, Nanny. So this dish, guys, is so gorgeous and it's so delicious. It's a Singaporean dish. And Singapore in Asia is a little melting pot of all the different cultures. And so you've got some great flavours in here, flavours from Asia. You've got a bit of China in there, a bit of Hong Kong, but also you've got a bit of India with the curry powder. And so ingredients-wise, we've got here some onions, spring onions, garlic, chilli, fresh lime, some curry powder. I've chosen to use medium curry powder, but you can use the far lighter one if you want, or a stronger one. We've got here just some chopped vegetables. I've used mange two, peppers and carrots, all left over in my fridge at the moment. We've got here the noodles, really important, vermicelli noodles. These are the freezer pack, the vacuum pack ones, which means they're already pre-cooked, but you can get different versions. So these are all over the supermarket at the moment. I went shopping the other day and I think the supermarkets have got more food in at the moment, so hopefully you'll be able to get hold of these ingredients. We've also got a couple of beaten eggs, and we're going to start by getting a bit of oil in our pan, in our wok, as hot as you can possibly go, and we're going to add in our white onions. Okay, and we want them to just brown over and go a little bit soft. We want them to release all of that beautiful sweet flavour in our pan just there. And when it's cooking through, we're going to start building up all of our flavours. Now, Singapore noodles is one of the most ordered dishes in the Chinese takeaway and also the restaurant business. But it's so easy to make. I think it's one of those dishes that actually, when you perfect it and you get your spices right, you will absolutely be able to do this at home and do a healthier version, or a version that kind of fits your taste buds, spicy or not. So, veg in, peppers, carrots and mange two. We're going to stir fry that through. Lovely, bit chefy, we like that. And when it starts getting really nice and sweet, when all the acids come out of the vegetables, we're going to add in 2 cloves of garlic. I love garlic, really good for you. Also some chopped spring onions and also some fresh chilies. Okay, so that's all going in, melting through. Now we're going to start adding our sauces. So the sauces for Asian food is really important. You don't have to use all of them. All of the ingredients and the method is on the website today. I put down there optional stuff that maybe you don't want to use, such as fish sauce, or you might not have Shaoxing rice wine. Basically adapt this to your recipe at home. But I'm going to put in some fish sauce, a good tablespoon, turn the heat down. I'm going to whack in some Shaoxing rice wine. If you haven't got this, don't worry, it's fine. I'm also going to put in some light soy for salt, a good glug of that. Stir fry it through. Can you see that? I'm going to show you on the instant cam. So we're getting a really beautiful, wonderful broth at the bottom. Turn the heat back up, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my curry powder. Medium curry powder, and you have to cook the curry powder. Don't put it in at the last minute, because otherwise what will happen is it will taste really powdery. You've actually got to cook the spices through. Turmeric, coriander seeds, beautiful, wonderful spices all the way through. But plus also the turmeric colours your dish as well. This really beautiful, almost saffron orange. Can you see that? So delicious. So once that's all in, we're now going to add our 2 beaten eggs, and we want to scramble that. So heat right up, centre of the pan, and I'm just going to keep on moving that around, and you're kind of almost making scrambled eggs with all these vegetables. Keep it moving, so you don't want it to stick too much. There we go. And I'm going to show you now the scrambling process. Can you see that? So it's all starting to come together now. And so by the end of it, what you get is you get the wonderful noodles, your vegetables, but you get those tiny pieces of really fragrant egg, because the egg's now soaked up all of that wonderful broth at the bottom. Okay, so that's almost done. Now, I'm going to move all my veg to the outside of the wok to leave the centre, which is the hottest part. And I'm going to add in my vermicelli noodles. Just there. And what we're going to do is we are going to mix these through as quick as you can. You don't want anything to stick. And what happens is the noodles start to heat up because they're already cooked. and they start taking on all the flavours from the veg and also the egg. Okay, a little bit of white pepper through, a little bit of sugar, really naughty, but I don't care. Chinese food is all about the sweet and the sour, the yin and the yang. Mix that through. Now, I'm going to add, can you see that? So now it's all started to come together, all those flavours. Now, so it's nice and dry and beautiful. I'm now going to squeeze in half a lime, and that acid is going to bring out all the flavours of all the salts and the sugars. And then, once that's all mixed in, a dry fry, delicious. I'm going to serve it. Okay, that's about done. Here we go. Right, so we're going to put this to the centre. I'm now going to add on spring onions, some fresh chilli, and some cooked chicken. And that is my take on Singapore stunning noodles. Let me see if I can get you a close-up. Can you see that? Isn't that delicious? Full of flavour, really easy to make. That probably took me about 5 minutes to cook in total with the prep. But great for lunches, great to get the kids involved. You can swap out the chicken if you want to, put prawns in there, pork in there. Basically, it's your
So
dish.
delicious.
And what's more, we've got it in front of us right now.
We're eating it.
It's delish.
It's really good.
Have you got it? Oh my God, try it, try it.
We are. I've nearly eaten mine.
It's
Thank you,
really
Gok.
good. Thanks, Gok. Love
Oh my
that.
God.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Remember,
It's so good.
for all of the
I mean,
recipe
honestly.
details, take a look at our This Morning app.